Here I am Anita from SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to share a few things about what I have given. What I have given the topic is barriers to written communication. So, one of the most common barriers occurs when you try to provide too much information in one go. For example, if you are trying to say some particular thing or more thing in a single paragraph, it is very tough to the reader who could not able to understand what you are trying to say. So as like that, poor stationery, clumsy layout of the letter, the way it has been written or typed can also be barriers to communication. An attractive envelope and a neatly excluded letter will prove to be the better than a sloppy written. If you are trying to say something in a single paragraph, they could not able to understand what you are trying to say. If you are going with some other paragraph, they can enjoy reading. Complicate speech or comment-minted emails can cause confusions. If you are not giving any subtitles, if you are not giving any subject topic, they could not able to understand what you are trying to say. It can be harder to digest a lot of information in a short space of time. So carefully planning your communication to simplify and streamline the content can help remove potential barrier to understand. So barriers to effective communication. We have lot of barriers in communication. So as like that, we have some problem in writing barriers. So as things become heated up, a big argument between two people, they are throwing words and hurtful statement at each other without realizing the kind of consequence it would later lead to. In that overwhelming moment, both forget everything about each other and let their impulses completely take over. So what is the matter exactly? So here, if you can break down your communication into smaller sections, which means if you are trying to say something in a small paragraph, it will be very easy and it will be interesting to the reader. They will get some interest to read what you are trying to say. So this could be as a series of sessions or a clearly segmented document. If you're telling about something irrelevant to the topic, you have to show the proof what you're trying to say. So anything that gives people clearly segmented information is like to break down these barriers and avoid causing confusion. So written communication does not save upon the cost. It costs huge in terms of stationaries and a manpower employed in returning, typing and delivering letters. So while comparing to the communication, written communication is literally different, because while you're communicating with some people, they can understand what you're trying to say by seeing your face and seeing your action. They can identify that you are in anger or in happy mood. So while you're writing, they could not able to find in what type of mood you are. So as like that, also if the receiver of the written message are separated by distance and if they need to clear their doubts, the response is not spontaneous. So as I have said before, written communication is literally different from communication, vocal communication, because it does not have save upon the cost. It costs huge in terms of the stationery and the manpower employed in typing and delivering letters. So written communication is time consuming as the feedback is not immediate. The encoding and sending of message takes time. So as I have said before, written communication is time consuming as the feedback is not immediate. The encoding and sending of message takes time. They might tell that I have not received your information. So effective written communication requires great skills and competencies in language and vocabulary use. So if you are telling something, if you're trying to say something, don't go with the normal vocabularies. Better go with the different types of vocabularies which make the reader to identify that you are a good English writer. So poor writing skills and quality have a negative impact on organizations' reputations. So how to overcome communications? So I have brought some informations how to overcome these communication barriers. So each time you have communicate to be mindful of barriers that could impact how your audience receives your message. So what I'm trying to say is, each time you communicate, be mindful of the barriers that could impact how your audience receives your message, checking whether it is good time and place to communicate with the person. So many people will convey the information in wrong time. They doesn't know at which time we have to share the information. So we have to know at which time is better to tell this information. So being clear and using language that the person understands. So in my studies, in my class, some people might be in Tamil medium, some might be from CBSE and English medium education. So I want to know how to deliver the message to the people, because there are achievers also there and advanced learners also there. So I want to know which language is better for them. So better go with simple language and also effective language. So respecting a person's desire to the communicate. So these are the types of how to overcome the communication barriers I have brought today. So let me see you in upcoming video. Thank you.